Okay, I think it's working. I think the stream is finally working. Great gravy, I guess. Hello. Okay, I think it's working. I apologize for all of the issues that ensued during the beginning of this. Great gravy, I guess. I had no idea that YouTube wanted me to hit enable auto start stream. I assumed it was like Twitch in that if I pushed the stream button on OBS that I would just start streaming, but apparently not. YouTube does a weird secondary check. I had no idea that YouTube wanted me to hit... Hold on. You might hear an echo from me for a second just because I'm checking things. I almost fell out of my chair. Yikes. Sorry to hear that. That can be a difficult experience. I know that chairs have betrayed me many a times before. But that's okay. Okay, I think we're back. I think. Are we back? Can I be heard by the interwebs? Cool. Oh my god, finally. The only reason I set up this YouTube streaming thing in the first place is because it's a lot easier to get people to watch things on YouTube as opposed to like Twitch. Even though I think Twitch is generally like the better setup. For like announcement streams like this and other things, it's just much easier to do here. Woo, okay. Technical difficulties, issues, and such are finally done and over with. We can now do the thing. Oh my god, 33 people. 33 people just to hear me talk about subscriber numbers. That's kind of crazy. But, hello, all 33 people. 30 whatever people. It is me, your neighborhood Xeno. Just playing some light grooves in the background that are really, really quiet. But anyways. Setup for this needs to happen. Alright, so, I think we're all here. I'm gonna give people, like, another minute to kind of show up. So, YouTube streams actually have some settings, and I forgot to click it, but I'll do it next time. The settings have normal latency, low latency, and ultra low latency. Ultra low latency would give me so I can hear you guys instantly upon streaming. Like, it is almost a near one-to-one thing. I kind of... I kind of goofed and didn't click any of those. The stream's gonna be a little delayed. But that's fine. It's working now. That's what matters. Okay. Well, first, let's get the main screen up so you guys can see what's going on here. Hey, it me. It me. Xenoflux Raiden. That one guy from the internet. in my Andromeda avatar, because I like doing my update videos like this. I think it's a lot more fun and interactive than you just staring at gameplay while I do nothing. So, yeah. But hey, I mean, not everyone's probably seen this before. But yeah, this is something I do on Twitch every once in a while because it's fun. Oh god, there's so many people talking. I'm not used to this amount of, like, Twitch comments. It's kind of, overwhelming in a way. My mic is clipping through my avatar? Oh, this isn't a mic. This is a pen. It's just a pen. You know, if I have to, I've never done this. There are people who are experts at drawing in this game. And they could, like, draw for you all day. But if I wanted to, I could just, like, draw in the air. There's a smiley face. I should probably delete that, though, because, you know, it's in the way. Xeno draws. I'm actually awful at art. I am terrible at art. It is not one of my, like, strong suits. I'm more of a music person. I played guitar for about, since I was, like, 5 till now. I like playing a lot of technical death metal because it's fun. A lot of progressive metal, too. Like Periphery. Anyways, I suppose I should get to, like, the main point of this video before I start going on a tangent, which, trust me, there will be time for tangents and other things. Main point of the video right now. Thank you all for 10,000 subscribers. That's a big number. And I know I've been, like, the absolute worst YouTuber as of late. Like, legit. I've been terrible with uploads. I've been canceling series, like, left and right. So, first off, I apologize for being bad at what I do. It's just kind of how times are right now, you know? We're not in the best of times. I just got off of, like, a training course that almost, like, destroyed me mentally. And once I got off, I'm like, man, I'm ready to get back to this thing. And then I got put straight on to freaking, whatchamacallit, Corona issues. I mean, I don't have Corona. I don't have COVID. But I am in one of the states with the highest death rates of COVID. So I have to be extremely careful. Especially since I myself have asthma. And my family probably wouldn't survive if they got it. So I have to be very careful. But being cooped up inside is just like, as far as like morale to do things, it's very low right now. Like, how to explain it? When you're inside all the time and you have all the free time in the world and no one will hire you currently because the job market's kind of effed, it gets to be a little overwhelming at times. In a good way. Or, no, not in a good way. In a bad way. What am I saying? It's wrong. And if I lock up my arms like this, that's because I'm reading your comments. Man, 60 people? I cannot believe there are 60 people watching this dumb thing. Thanks for coming to watch my dumb thing. Sorry, it's like, it's overwhelming. Okay. So, to celebrate 10,000 subscribers, I normally create like a sappy video where I go like, it just like explode my heart out, but I decided not to do that for this one. This one we're gonna keep it really, really simple. Okay? For 10,000 subscribers, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go and create as many channel-based memes as possible. Yes, I know what I'm doing. And when I say that, I mean like memes related to the channel. I don't care if you redraw Andromeda in weird stock photo poses. I don't care if they're like the low effort, you know, like template memes. I want to see them all. And then like I think maybe a week from now, I'm gonna like look at some of them on Twitter as a video. So if you make a meme, just put it on Twitter as, let's see if I can write this. Oh, the smiley face is still there. This is the worst thing I've ever done. A friend gave me this idea, and I'm like, this is stupid. I should not do this. And then they were like, I don't care. My thing just despawned. Put it under. Let's see if I can do this right. Hashtag. Sorry, my horrible handwriting. It's so hard to write in here correctly. Just Xeno. Let's call it just Xeno things. That's probably backwards for you guys. I just realized. Shit. Well, you know what it says. It says just Xeno things. I just realized it's mirrored on the camera. I'm an idiot. Oh wait, no, it works fine. It works absolutely fine. So, yeah, make your wonderful memes, send them to hashtag just Xeno things on Twitter, or tag them as that so I can find them. You can also just go at Xeno when you make it. I don't know, just make them. Do it. And then at the end of the week, I'll just go and review them, I guess. A friend pitched this idea, and I was like, that is so unlike something I'd want to happen. Let's do it. It sounds fun. I'm gonna go, like, delete this. All 60 of you here right now see this message. The challenge is up to you. I'll probably make another post on Twitter or on the community page or whatever. I'm gonna go delete this. 1 second. Kind of sucks I have to go halfway across the room to do it. But, yeah. I'll make a post about it later if you're unsure of how to do that. Okay. So, now that we're here, I just want to say it's been like a pleasure creating content for you guys for the past 3 years. Wow, I just hit my microphone. I'm a genius. I'm sorry about that. I want to say that it's been awesome creating content for you guys for the past 3 years. And the reason I say 3 instead of 5 is because I feel like my channel really kicked off 3 years ago, maybe 4 at this point. But, yeah, it's been a blast. Thank you for all your support. Even during these times when I'm not really posting anything, you guys are like, oh man, I'm so excited to see what you do next and where you do it, you know? And that's awesome. It always gives me a place to, like, come back to and start again. Honestly, after my hiatus, I was feeling like... How do I say this? Whoops. Sorry, I just want to grab this. I was feeling like it was too late. Like, my channel, I had to start it over. Like, I had to do everything over again. Like, it was a bad feeling. It felt like that break kind of destroyed the flow I had going, and it's been hard to get back into it. But you know what? You guys are helping me do that. You guys always are helping me do these things. So thanks. I appreciate it. For the most part. No, I appreciate all of it. Time for me to read them. Yo, start a VTuber career. I actually would use the Andromeda. So here's the thing. Currently the software I use to put Andromeda on the screen like I do on Twitch requires a really clunky setup. But I'm actually saving up for something called a Tobii eye tracker. And that allows you to just do it through, like, facial tracking. You know, it doesn't require me wearing a gigantic, monstrous headpiece on my head. And then, you know what? I'll probably start using the Andromeda avatar in videos because I feel like it honestly adds a lot. It's not just because, like, oh, so, you know, you're hopping on the VTuber trend. It's like, no, I've been doing, like, VR chat for, like, 2 years. But it's, honestly, I feel like it adds a lot, so... It's something I'm kind of like saving up for at the moment, but you know, currently, no jobs, no anything. I don't have money. That's okay though. It happens and comes and goes. 70 plus people. 70? Jeez. I think this is almost breaking my Twitch record already. The highest record I've had on Twitch is... I want to say it was like 82 or 90 or something like that. It was the first Three Houses stream. But that's kind of crazy. Love my Fire Emblem videos. Thank you, Meme Killer. Willing to invest. Okay, so I guess I should also talk about some other things. First of all, this project I've been working on, or I keep calling the big project, it actually was not the Shin Megami Tensei video. The Shin Megami Tensei video I made as something of like a spur in the moment. This is the perfect time to make this video. This is a video I've been wanting to make for literal years, and I got my chance to. So yeah, that's what I did. And people really liked it. Like, I am surprised at the feedback on that video. People really found it a good guide to get into the SMT series, even though I skipped over some things like Shin Megami Tensei isn't the same thing as Megami Tensei, and these are things that I kind of knew about, but I just opted not to tell you guys then, because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of videos I feel will tell you about a series, but then they'll give you the entire history of the series, and that's not really... It's not really helpful for someone trying to get in, especially with a big series like Shin Megami Tensei. So I opted to go, hey, here's when the first game is made. Here's when the last one was made, you know? Or not the last one, but how many there are. Your Three Houses Let's Play was the bomb. Damn. Thanks. Almost 80. Damn, we're getting up there. Thank you, all 76 people. Just know that I love you individually. I love you like, melted chocolate on the sidewalk. Yes. That is a good analogy. I'm not going to explain it. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought here. Oh yeah, so my actual long-term video project is still in the works. It's not coming along to me easily like the SMT video was. The SMT video, like, popped into my brain. I got it working in seconds, and when I say that, I'm not exaggerating. I was able to write the entire 8-page script for that video in one day. No breaks, no problems, because it all just clicked and flowed. However, the longer-term video project I've been working on, it's not flowing that easily. I'll get it done. I don't expect it anytime soon. I'm probably actually going to go back to creating normal videos before I finish it. But, it will be done eventually. Now, as to what's going on with normal videos, let's talk about that, because that is important. So, with normal videos... By the way, having long nails is kind of weird. Anyways, with normal videos... How do I explain this? I need to fix the viewpoint on this avatar. I've been starting a lot of series over and over and over again. My nose itches. And because of that, I feel like I've been canceling a lot of things. And I think the reason behind that is that there's just a drought in things I really want to do. Like, for example, Three Houses came out and I was super hyped. When Gravity Rush 2 was still around, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to get to that. When something comes out that I've been anticipating for a while, I get really into it. But a lot of the time, I do feel like, oh man, you gotta make content. You can't, like, stop and just not do a series, you know? And a lot of the time, I don't feel like I have my entire heart into the series that I'm doing. And I'm just doing it because I'm legitimately not excited about anything that exists currently, you know? And that's the case for some things and not the case for some others. Like, for example, Valkyria Chronicles 2, as much as I was, like, enjoying it, I think I came to it too quickly. Like, when I started, I started playing that game and I started regretting it and then I started streaming it, it wasn't good. So, first of all, I apologize for being such a terrible YouTuber in general and such an indecisive, awful person. But, you know, that's part of what makes me, me. Valkyria Chronicles 4, sorry. My bad. Oh no, people are already making the memes. What did I expect? What did I expect? Oh, I'm the best FE tuber? I don't really consider myself an FE tuber. I just play a few Fire Emblem games every once in a while. For the most part, the Fire Emblem community kind of like... How do I say it? I feel pretty ignored within that community, which is fine. Seeing as how the community kind of like... I'm not going to get into it, but that community kind of exploded a month ago, for all of you who don't know. There was some issues. I'm not going to get into it because obviously I hardly know anything about it, nor is it really within my care or reason to. But I've always just been kind of on my own, doing my own thing. There's been a few YouTubers I've been fortunate enough to hang out with. Not really hang out with, but that talk to me. Like there's Soul. Soul has always been like one of the YouTubers that talks to me the most. He's an awesome dude. He doesn't really create videos anymore, but he's always doing his thing. I'm trying to think of who else. Honestly, Wanderbots. I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched Wanderbots. Sometimes he'll communicate with me on Twitter, and it's really cool. Because no one does that. And Wanderbots is above 100,000 subscribers. It's like, why? Why me? You're crazy. But, yeah. I do have a few pals on YouTube, I'll call them, or acquaintances. They're nice. Also, yes, the eye patch on this avatar is on the wrong side of the face. That's just kind of how I did things. It's very hard to flip the eye patch assets around, so I think it's supposed to be on the right eye if I recall. But hey, that's fine. It's fine. It's not even the right design. I needed to change the eye patch design because I remembered where the eye patch design came from. The eye patch design that's currently on Andromeda actually is the same one from the Code Geass movies, which still is one of my favorite eye patches, but it's like still love it. Love it, love it, love it. Maybe she changes out her eye patch as like a fashion statement. I don't know. Perhaps you should try and balance your schedule by selecting a small selection of games and alternating uploads. Then again, what do I know? I've thought about this. I've thought about doing a lot of things. Honestly, I've thought about doing a week where I just go through my Steam library and I just play a bunch of things. I need to find it. Hold on. I think I need to do this. Let's just set up the... There we go. Now I can actually talk. I've been thinking about doing a week where I just go through my Steam library or some of my old PS2 games that I've just never touched and just play one every day, just for like 30 minutes, just for a fun idea and something different. Because I think it might be fun to do a couple like one-offs here, and especially a bunch in a row. I have a ton of games in my Steam library I've never played before. There are so many I think would make for a fun 30-minute video, like 30, 45 minute. And who knows, if I like one of them enough, maybe it could turn into an LP. People have suggested this before, but I've been like, I don't know about that. And now I'm like, hey. I think it's fun. OMG, anime is real. Anime's always been real. Well, at least it's been real enough to make me cry. Honestly, if I want to reflect on this year, there's a few series that really surprised me in how good they were. Or this past year. Okay, so first of all, I honestly can't remember what I was doing before Three Houses. Like, this last year was kind of a mess for me because it was just, I was getting out of a funk and did some training and I had to take hiatus. But Three Houses and Somnium Files were definitely like my highlight series from the past year. I may have only done one route in Three Houses so far and finished Somnium Files, you know, without doing any of the extra stuff. But regardless, those are probably my favorite LPs from the past year. The Somnium Files was just a gem, like an absolute gem, a surprise I will never forget. Like, I was so skeptical at first. I'm like, what is this? Who even cares? And I played it and I'm like, Jesus, this game was good. And Three Houses was a surprising entry in the Fire Emblem series. After the disappointment for me that was Fire Emblem Echoes, you know, it's... I was willing to take anything, just anything at all. But, I did. And Three Houses was great. Claude's route was a ton of fun. Granted, I struggle with playing games more than once again. Which made getting through the first half of Dimitri's route very difficult. I got so bored so quickly. But granted, we are actually at the halfway point where I left off in the Dimitri route. So if I do decide to go back, which I feel like I should at some point, I'm really interested to see what happens. You know, we'll be starting right from the new content, which will be really good. I feel like they shouldn't even make you play through the first half of the game every time. I feel like there should honestly be a near skip option. And they should have just made the game playable straight from the second half. But, you know, there's issues with that. Didn't I do Somnium Files before... Wait, what? Didn't I do XCOM before Three Houses? Oh, yeah, I did. I was in the middle of XCOM, that's right. And then my save file kind of, like, dumped itself, and I was just like, whoops. Actually, no, I started XCOM after Three Houses. Reading your comments on here is fun, I'm just saying. I'm having a lot of fun interacting with you guys right now. Okay, you know what? I don't get to ask this question often, so let's just ask it right now. Currently, what is your favorite series I've ever done? Like, what is your favorite thing I've ever done? I'll give you guys a moment to decide that. I'm gonna go grab a pen. I'm grabbing a pen right now. Let's get red. That works. Let's see. Zeno, congrats on 10K, fam. Have you seen the trailer for Ballin' Wonderworld? I have. It's a 3D action platformer by Square Enix and Yuji Naka. It's coming in spring 2021. It's so good. I don't know what to think of it yet, but, you know, take a look at it when it comes out. Alright, so here we're getting some answers. The Fire Emblem ones. I the Somnium Files. I the Somnium Files. I the Somnium Files. Somnium Files. Octopath Traveler. DQ11. DQ11 is the one LP I regret discontinuing. Like, all the other ones I've discontinued... No, there's two. There's two I've discontinued that I regret. There's DQ11 because it's such a good game, but it just was not the time in my life to be playing that game right then. Like, I just was not in the state of mind that I should have been to, like, be doing that. And it sucks because we were, like, so close to the end, and I was really enjoying it. I can wholeheartedly agree Dragon Quest XI is an amazing game. Second one is Edgeworth Investigations, but that one I didn't stop because I hated it. I stopped it because I was an idiot, and I recorded 6 hours of footage in a row, and it got completely demolished, and I'm never doing that again. Like, I'll record 2 hours tops now. I do not do 6-hour recordings anymore, because I ruined that series. Tales of Berseria. Yeah, that's a good one. Radiant Dawn. It's really good. Apollo Justice. Inspired me to make a Tessa cosplay. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've always thought about going back and doing the other Ace Attorney games. Because, here's the thing. I don't necessarily need a 3DS to play the Ace Attorney games. All I need is like a phone compatible with a capture card, technically, because the Ace Attorney games did get like ported to iOS, but you know, it's a huge hassle right now. I don't have the money to be going around spending things on like phone emulators and syncing equipment and all that. I was not even halfway into Dragon Quest XI, damn. Oh, that is another thing I definitely want to focus on this year. This year I want to try playing some shorter games. Like, Catherine, honestly, right now, is such a good game for me, because Catherine is not that long of a game. It's really short. I'm definitely going to keep playing it. But I feel like after, like, long game after long game after long game, it's been like, oh, this is too much. I need to play some shorter things. I need to like take a break from the JRPG and longer visual novel genre. I need to start doing some other things that I can end in like 20 episodes. And I know some people don't even consider like a 20 episode long series to be short, but I keep doing these series that take up 40 like Octopath, when it's done, might take like 60 episodes, 70. I can only get through like one story per like character per episode, you know? Thanks, Primordial Chaos. Hey, Zeno, Catherine, or Catherine? I don't know yet. That's the thing. The weird thing about Catherine is it's one of those games where people are like, who's your waifu? Who do you want to choose? And it's like, it's kind of hard to choose a waifu, because I'm in the boots of someone who is like, who's dedicated to, like, they're in a relationship. They're in a relationship and they mess up. That is like the crux of Catherine. So when I look at it myself, right now it's kind of going towards the Rin category. She seems super sweet. Well, like Rin seems nice and in the middle. Well, wife Catherine seems almost like she is so stressed out and strict all the time. It's just like, couldn't do that. And then you have like whimsical sleep with anyone, it seems, Catherine, and it's just like, that is too much freedom for me. I like Rin right now. Play Doki Doki Literature Club. I actually played that with a friend once. I love seeing this channel grow. It makes me happy. Oh, makes me happy to see all you guys, honestly. Here, like, about short games, how about Helltaker? So, I saw Helltaker came out, and I saw all the girls look like Andromeda, and I played it on the spot. If it ever gets a full release, I'll play it again, but, like, look at Andromeda's design. Like, I saw it, and I was telling my friends, I'm like, yo, the girls in that game look like my OC, and they're like, what are you talking about? And they looked at it like, oh shit, yeah. I recommend Crosscode at some point. I actually own Crosscode. I've never played it though. Do you ever think about doing collaborations with other YouTubers, like for a Let's Play or something? The issue with that is I don't really know any other YouTubers. I get contacted by people who are just starting out, and I like to wait until someone has some real like experience under their feet. Like they've been doing this for a while before I do any like collaboration with them. Because A, it feels like kind of like a one-sided deal. I'm still on that feeling, and B, I feel like the best collaborations come out of two experienced people doing something together. That's why bands, or I should say, yeah, like your favorite bands aren't just made up of one good musician and a bunch of shitty ones. It's made out of like really good musicians who practiced all their instruments and came together to create something good looking. Hey Zeno, how excited are you for The World Ends With You anime? I watched a Let's Play of The World Ends With You a long time ago. I don't remember the plot at all. Have I ever played the Nonary games or The World Ends With You? I played through the Nonary games before I even started the channel. It was like something I actually did right before I started the channel. I regret it because I wish I could have done an LP on it. Because it's like, oh, they're so good. Like, having that reaction live would have been awesome. What is going on here? Can someone explain? What is going on here? I don't know myself. I'm basically just talking to you guys for my 10,000 subscriber video before I get back to like normal content creation. I just want to, I guess the baseline of this video is I wanted to tell you guys what I'm gonna do. I wanted to tell you guys thank you for 10,000. It's a huge milestone. And lastly, just to be like, hey, here's a fun video with me and my avatar doing things. And by doing things, I mean standing in front of a white screen. We can go to a better world, actually. Like, I'm not opposed to that. Like, there's tons of worlds you can go to. And especially some from video games we've played. Sadly, I checked, but there was no Gravity Rush worlds. By the way, they announced that they're working on Gravity Rush 3 for the PS5. I'm gonna scream when that trailer drops. I'm going to scream like a child on their first visit to Disneyland. You know what? I actually really like this island world. Let's go here. It's a really nice world someone showed me the other day. I don't know how the stream camera is going to do. Like, I don't know what it's going to do. I'm a little worried. So 1 second. Let's change worlds. Whoa, what happened here? You didn't watch me for a long time, so you're a bit confused about the VTuber thingy. I'm not really like a VTuber because I don't have the equipment for it or anything, but I do have this 3D model of Andromeda that was made, and I use it for my update videos because it's just a lot better than people staring at a screen. Whoops. One second. Okay, and we're coming back. Hello again. When will we do a face reveal? Honestly, I am so like... Sorry, I keep bumping my mic. Yes, what bad decisions said. Remember to make memes. Currently, for all those people who haven't been here in a little bit, we're doing a tiny meme. It's not a contest thing, but it's like a meme review thing. Where I'm just gonna review a bunch of memes. And that's what's gonna be the deal. So make memes about the channel and put them as hashtag #JustZeno things on Twitter. You can also just @ me in the tweet, so I actually get them. Doesn't matter what they are. If you want to redraw Andromeda in a weird stock photo pose, if you want to create something extremely low effort, it's all up to you. That shows my mouth isn't moving. There we go. Woo! I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because just save my frame rate a little bit here. I think I can change the time of day, if I recall. Yeah, I can change the time of day. I like this kind of sunset. It's a nice look to everything. Xeno, Lord of the Multiverse. Xeno, Flux Raiden, ever play Xenosaga? I've thought about playing Xenosaga so many times on the channel. Like, don't even get me started on how many times I've looked at that game and gone, man, I want to play through that series just to see what's up. Because, as I said, Xenogears is one of my favorite games ever made. It's possibly my favorite game ever made. I know Xenoblade Chronicles came out, like a remaster. I thought about that too. But as I said, right now I'm going to focus on some shorter games. I'm going to keep going with Catherine at the moment. Because I know that'll be over in a jiffy. Jiffy? Do people even say that anymore? I said jiffy. That's what matters. Leave me alone. Well, anyways. It's actually a moon behind me. Moon! I think I like this view better. I think this world actually has some music going. There you go. How did Andromeda come to be? This is actually a fun question. Who made the design for my avatar? And why the design? Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys the story behind Andromeda. So, there was a model I have that looked a lot like this one. It looked very similar. I love the hair on it, which I think I still retain the hair from the model. It's actually still from the model. But, you know, there's a lot of things that go on with it. I started using the model, but then I'm like, you know what? I want something more my own. I want something more my own style. Because I play VR chat a lot, if you don't know already. I have a ton of friends on here, and honestly, I cannot be thankful enough to them. They're the only reason I could even stay sane during these times where I'm just locked up alone here. Like, you guys cannot even begin to fathom. I probably would have quit YouTube if I hadn't met them. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I was in such a depressive state until I met them, and they made my life better. But, where's it going with this? Yeah, I wanted an avatar to make my own. And I was like, well, what do I do? I don't really like the looks, so... I modified the avatar a lot. I know I wanted a big hat. I wanted an eye patch. I wanted this clothing, but I changed the clothing color. So it's more like red and demonic-y and cool. And then after that, after I made her, I started thinking like, what if I bring her to the channel? Like, what if I let this model be a thing on the channel? So that way if I ever do decide to do the whole like VTuber Switch thing, which I don't know. If I ever did that, it would be a thing. And I was just like, I don't know. And I started making Twitch emotes of her. And then I started to make more commissions and more commissions. And then you guys started sending in fan art. And now she's just a staple thing. That's just how it is. Like, I got a piece of fan art that I put at the end of the Shin Megami Tensei video like 2 weeks ago. And you guys wouldn't believe how happy I was to receive that. Every time I receive like a piece of fan art of Andromeda, it's like, holy shit. You guys are so talented. Right, and Sean? Andromeda-sama? Oh no. By the way, I saw a few people asking if I've watched Avatar before. I have. I grew up with Avatar, if you're talking about The Last Airbender. It's, like, literally my favorite television series of all time. Or maybe my favorite animated thing of all time. I've rewatched it probably 7 times over my life. And I actually have a gigantic poster in the back of my room. I love Avatar. Like, I cannot express to you how much I do. Especially as a person that grew up doing martial arts. I was doing a bunch of different martial arts for about 15 years until I finally quit just because it wasn't doing it for me anymore. But, you know, I have black belts in 3 different martial arts at the moment. So Seeing that kind of come in with fantasy and world building for Avatar The Last Airbender was awesome. Like, that show is masterfully done. Honestly, I think people give Korra too much shit because, you know, they're like, oh, Korra. And I don't think Korra is the best show. I think it definitely has some, like, dips here and there. But I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. You know, Korra is a very different type of character from Aang. People will call her whiny, but that's because she's from a completely different place. Aang is a monk. He is a nomad, and he's kind of meant to be this stoic, well-taught, meditative man, and Korra's not that. She's just literally some girl from the Arctic, you know. But anyways. Welcome to Crescent. Oh, member. Oh, we have our first, I don't know what that's called. Thanks, 4VO? 4VIO? I think that's like the subscription service for YouTube Live. I've never seen anyone do this before. But you're a member now. Congratulations, and thank you for the membership. You're the first one ever. I mean, absolutely ever. So that's pretty cool. I think you actually get access to Andromeda emotes on YouTube now because you did that, so that's awesome. It's 4, yeah. There's actually more Andromeda emotes that I've had commissioned, but I don't get to put more on here until there's, you know, more going on. Yay. I'm not a fan of how Korra is pretty much born having mastered 3 elements. I wouldn't say she's mastered them, because she still has, like, a lot. She loses fights a lot. She was able to use them when she was young, but, like, I don't feel like she knew truly how to fight with them too well. Because although she could beat, like, average people, when it came to fighting any of the villains, she lost, like, 50 times. But hey. Oh, thanks for the, I don't know what that's called. I think it's just a donation. But thanks for the donation, Patrick A. Zeno, have you played the SMT mobile game? I have. It's honestly, the 3D models in that game are really good. Like, oops, sorry. Like, they are really, really good. I don't think it's the best mobile game ever, but god damn, those models. And that intro too, the intro to that game, the rap intro is just so catchy. I don't even really like rap as a genre all that much, but damn, I love that intro. Wait. Oh, heck, another member. Hi, Ash. I I hope you guys are just doing this out of, like, goodness. I'm gonna warn you, like, maybe I will stream on YouTube more. I don't know, because this is a lot more successful than Twitch when I do anything on YouTube. But I don't stream too often on here, so just know that you're doing this out of the kindness of your heart. Please, and I appreciate it. It's awesome. But just know, I might start streaming on here more. I don't know. I'm just testing the waters right now. But regardless, thanks for all the memberships and donations and everything that I don't really deserve. You guys are awesome. Zeno, Zeno, do you listen to music from video games? I do quite a bit. Has Advance Wars LP ideas of any kind crossed your mind? I've actually never played an Advance Wars game. Ever. I have yet to ever touch one. I have tons of friends who have played them, but I haven't personally. Do you happen to know Streets of Rage 4? I actually grew up playing some of the Streets of Rage games. I have not played the newest one, though. I know a new one came out. Or is that Final Fight? I don't remember. Think you should stream both at the same time? There is software to do that, actually. But I feel like it really kind of like splits the audience in a way I don't really want to. Because eventually with streaming, here's the thing. If you ever become partnered with Twitch, I don't know if YouTube has a similar program, but if you become partnered with Twitch or something like that, you are like no longer allowed to stream on any other platform. So it's kind of like I have to be careful about which one I do. Not that I think I'll ever become big enough to be partnered at all, but it'd be kind of cool if I was, you know. Because if I had to drop LPing for streaming, I wouldn't even mind doing it. I'm not really like one way or the other, you know. It's just whichever one does better to me. I think the LPs are great because they allow me to focus more on what I'm doing, and I don't have like a bunch of people yelling at me in a chat room. But I think streaming's also great for those games where I don't really care too much about the immersion levels, and I really just want to play the game, you know. I think there's always going to be room for both in my heart, and I'm always going to try to balance them because I find both extremely fun. Whoa, what the fuck? Forvio! Is that you? I just what? I wasn't... Is that you, For? Is that... Did you just... Is that For? I don't... What? What is happening? Thanks for the $100 donation. This is literally an update video. Why? Why did you do this? Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot. I think you just broke my brain. Just telling you guys, it's not necessary. You don't have to donate to watch my content ever. But regardless, thank you. I will never stop hitting my mic. Oh my lord. You people are crazy. Okay. We'll try to calm down here for a second and, like, try to read some more. Don't go with Twitch. They've been doing some shady things behind the scenes. I mean, have you seen the recent controversy surrounding it? I have. I already have a Twitch channel going on. So I'll just see how things resolve themselves with that. So, you know, your fan base is insane. You should already know this. Yeah, on the flip side, just what For did. For is a friend I have. IRL, I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't say IRL, but I know him from VR chat. But, what was I going to say? There's also another person over on Twitch I'd like to thank for their huge amounts of donations also. It is someone named Trig Marzi. Over on Twitch, they have gifted 30 gift subs, which is equivalent to $60 worth of gift subs. And they've, like, subbed to me for, I think, like, 10 months. You people are crazy. I don't, like... Oh, man. As someone who doesn't, like, have a current job right now because of how the market's going, I thank you. All of you. Even just for watching my videos. It's enough. We are the Moon Patrol. You knew we were kind of nuts. Have you seen the fighting game Round Table and its trailers? I haven't. But I am excited for Guilty Gear Xrd. I really want to play Guilty Gear Xrd. It is my #1 most anticipated game for the next year right now. Because, for a lot of people that don't know, I play fighting games constantly. Like, it is the thing I did during college. I actually was in a fighting game club during college. I was actually one of the top 30 juries in the US in Street Fighter 4 at one point. Just because I played so damn much. Or was I top 20? I don't remember. It's been a while. I once beat the top, I think it was the top 4 Ken on the US servers for Street Fighter 4 once, and that was probably like my crowning achievement. But, yeah. I love fighting games. I'm so excited for Guilty Gear Sign. Did I say Exard? I meant Sign. Guilty Gear Sign is coming out, and I'm so excited for it. If you're looking to get into fighting games, that one is simplified, but not to a point where it's not going to be fun for most people. So I highly recommend checking it out once it comes out, because I think it's a wonderful place to start. Or Guilty Gear Strive. Sorry, I said Sign. Guilty Gear Strive. God damn it. These names are so freaking... There's so many. It's confusing me. I was wrong. I was a top jury. What the fuck was that noise? What was that sound? I have never heard that sound before. I heard a loud dinging. I don't know what that is. I'm so excited to play Ramlethal and Strive. I'm so glad she's back. I like Baiken a lot. Like, don't get me wrong. Baiken is the pinnacle of character design if you've ever seen her. She's an awesome buff samurai lady with one arm and an eye patch. But her playstyle just isn't me. She is super hard to play. And she just doesn't really fit my playstyle no matter how much I like her. Ramlethal, on the other hand, although she doesn't really play like a normal fighting game character, I totally get her spacing game very well. I still have no idea what that ding was. People are staying for the street. I know, there's still 74 people. Why are there 74 people here? I mean, I guess everyone's kind of stuck inside because of Corona right now. So thanks for watching this. Boom. I don't know what that was. I love using this Andromeda avatar because it's really one of the few things that, it's one of the few ways I get to feel like I really connect with you face to face, even if it's not my face, you know? It helps me, I guess I'll say, get, like, feelings and emotions across. Wow, this world has a lot of bloom. Jesus. I actually have a ton of avatars I've made on here. Well, quote-unquote made. A lot of them are things other people made that I freaking just tacked some things onto and made my own. But yeah. Oh, thanks, early game mages. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Have you ever played Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE? I played a bit of it when it came out, but only a couple hours. Like, I don't know. Something to consider in the future, definitely, since it came out with a remake thing on Switch. Why is Andromeda angry? Oh, it's tied to hand gestures I do with the controllers I have. So sometimes if I'm clicking on something, she'll just be mad. Like if I have my fist balled up, she gets mad. If I do the rock and roll gesture. I don't think it's actually tied to anything yet. Hands out is really happy. disappointing like this is kind of surprised. And there's like kind of skeptical and disgusted, you know. Tons of little things. Whoa. Have I played the Dot Hack games? I've played Dot Hack Sign, I think it is, the first one. Wasn't really my thing. I think it was cool when it came out, and I think it still is kind of cool, but right now it's a little you know, not my thing. Have I played Breath of Fire? I've tried Breath of Fire. It's pretty fun. I remember the waifu wars. I barely survived. Damn. Waifu wars are tragic. Have you guys ever been hit by a waifu and it caused World War III? It happens. If it does happen, call your lawyer. You could get money. I don't think this neck is quite attached properly, but we'll see. Honestly, I really like this map, not only because of the settings. Like, I can change the day-night cycle to the point where it's like, hey, it's this bright, cloudy, or bright, not cloudy day. Or can make it this nice kind of almost nighttime we have going on here. Or pure nighttime. Then cut into this foggy day again. I like this kind of purple ambiance we have here. Oh, Sign is the anime? Sorry, I don't know which one I mean. I mean the one with the dot hack with the really edgy dude in it. That's the main pro tag. I don't remember. Yo, Zeno, play Zelda Majora's Mask. That's a lot of people's favorite Zelda game. I've heard that a lot. I've considered it, but it's just like, I don't know. So I just googled Biken from GG. Absolute great design. I agree. The day is way better. And just the reflection of the sun on the water is just gorgeous. I agree. But it's probably because I come from a place where I don't get a lot of, like... Here's the thing. Where I live, it's, on an average day during the summer, 110 to 120 degrees. So I live on one of the hottest places on the planet. But, so because of that, during the summer, also, daytime lasts very long. Like, during the summer, nighttime does not come quickly and is almost hot all day. There's almost no clouds in the sky most of the time, and everything just melts under the sun. So I really, like, I'm really into these nice, cozy, cold, and dark climates, because when it's dark here is the only time where it even gets a bit colder. And even by a bit colder, I mean you're talking about like it's 90 degrees at night. It's not that much colder. Celsius or Fahrenheit? Fahrenheit. If it was Celsius, I'd be dead. Have you seen snow before? I think during my time living here, which is the only place I've lived, it has snowed twice. In all, 22 years I've lived here. Actually, I'm about to be 23 in 20 days. Yeah, I just realized. My birthday's coming up in 20 days. I'm gonna be old. happens. Remember, kids, don't get old like me. Don't ever do it. Don't regret that spaghetti. You see me staring off to the side, it's because there is a lot of, like, delay, because I forgot to click the low latency button. So it's, like, regret. But, you know, it's what it is. So, yeah, I mainly use this avatar when I play VR chat. But, I also use another one. This one I actually purchased and then kind of modified myself. Let me see if I can find it. This is the other one I use a lot. Because I love the face on this one. Whoa. Gotta stop hitting my microphone. I'm so sorry. But yeah. This is the other one I use. I love the face on it because it's just so unique. I love the sharp teeth. It's great. It has the top levels of smug, which I love. It's a wonderful model. And I love how fabulous the hair is. I mean, just look at its hair. See if I can also get it to, 1 second. If you look down here, I can't even show it. But I have Xeno written on the pants, because it's rad like that. But yeah. I don't use this one that often. Well, I mean, I use it a lot, but it's not my, like, signature model like Andromeda is. Whoa, I'm really close to the camera. I just finished Tales of the Abyss. I understand why this game is so good, and I love the music. This is my 7th Tales game, just finished. Tales games are great. I find that Tales of the Abyss has the lowest finish rate out of all the Tales games. And if you're wondering why, it's mainly because of the fact that Tales of the Abyss in general has a character... The main character is awful for the first half of the game. He is one of the most hard-to-swallow characters I have ever seen in anything. Like, it's kind of ridiculous, honestly. But he gets better, and his character development is amazing. It's just most people don't get that far. There are so many people I've seen play Tales of Abyss and go, I quit. This main character is awful. I hate him. Yeah. Seem to have a beard? Oh no, that's just the lighting of the world. The lighting of the world makes shadows on my face because my face is not, like, perfectly flat. Let's see if I change the... See? Now no shadows. Let's go up to the lighthouse. And yeah, my hair kind of clips through my face when I run, but it's something that's kind of gonna have to be fixed. Here, I'll show you guys kind of from my view what's going on. It's not really from my view, but it's close to it. Here we are at the top of the lighthouse. There's the world. Oh, there's a place where you can have a picnic down there. That's awesome. Quinn, if you're watching this, which I highly doubt you are, thanks for showing me this world. You're awesome. What about the Onex model, though? I've thought about making an Onex model, honestly. There's a lot of Fire Emblem models in this game, but, like... I'd have to get my hands on one and do the hair swap, and it's a lot of work. I'm not even the best model creator. Like, that guy 4 who donated $100 is a wonderful model creator. He makes so much cool stuff. You wouldn't believe. Like, it's insanity how good he is at avatar making. See you later, meme killer. I know my camera's a little close to my face right now. Ah! I really gotta get this mic problem sorted out in the future. But right now, I'm actually going to check Twitter to see if I've received any memes so far. Not yet. Don't worry, though. We will. A bunch of people did just follow me on Twitter, though, so that's something. Saw some Helltaker art again. But yeah. I think I'm going to take like maybe 10 more minutes of just walking around talking about nothing, then I'm going to end the stream. As far as what's going to keep on going on the channel, I think I'm going to post the next video of Catherine tomorrow. And we'll see how things go from there and what series I'm going to do and, you know, how that's going to sort itself out. That Shin Megami Tensei video, by the way, has, I think, the most likes on a video I've ever had. I think it has 1.6 thousand likes, which is like... I think my most popular video is still the first episode of Awakening, though. It's running at 144,000 views, which is still mind-blowing to me. Like, that is so many. Favorite anime? Oh, it's too hard just to fit it into one. I have, like, favorites for every genre. Of, like... Because I feel like it's too hard just to fit one into, like, this is my favorite, you know? I'm trying to think of what's, like... What's a good one to, like, recommend to people? Or one that I've watched a billion times. Aside from JoJo, which is kind of obvious, because I like JoJo a lot, I'd say JoJo's, like, my favorite manga. My favorite anime... I don't think I could think of it on the spot. There's too many good things. I'd have to look at a list, honestly. I have so many that I adore. It's just like, I can't just think of one on the spot. Oh, Souls. Thanks for the $5. Take this and use it wisely, Xeno. Have fun. Thanks, Souls. I've been watching Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, and while it's not my favorite, it's one of the animes I like a lot. I'm trying to think of one, like, I treasure and, like, will always love. Okay, there is an anime that is probably my favorite, and it's one that every time I tell someone to try out, they never try out. And it's called, I'm gonna have to look this up. My keyboard is not showing up. It is called Genroku Rakugo Shinju. That's a lot. It's called Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju. But it's basically an anime that's about a bunch of people that tell stories. Like, they tell entire stories on their own in front of an audience, and that one moved me to tears. Like, it is part of the reason why I do what I do here, and I decided to do all these voices that I do. Laser pointer. Is because of that anime. Like, it's probably one of the reasons why I convinced myself to keep doing YouTube. So, you can look it up. It's, once again, called Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju. You probably would be able to just type in Rakugo and find the anime, but anyone who's watched it would agree it's easily an 8, 9, or 10 out of 10, and it is just breathtaking what they do with storytelling in that. But there's that. How about Shield Hero? Shield Hero's alright. I read it a long time ago before it came to, like, animation. Durarara is fantastic. I love Gintama. I have not watched Jormungand. Gurren Lagann is so good. Or sorry, Gurren Lagann. I always call it Lagann. Another's a fun watch. Have I played Kingdom Hearts? Kingdom Hearts 2 is probably my favorite game of all time until I turned, like, 19 or 20. I still have yet to even touch Kingdom Hearts 3. I guess I've just lost all interest, which is kind of bizarre. One anime that came out recently that I've really been liking, or a couple I can recommend, is I've really been liking Demon Slayer and Vinland Saga. Those are some that came out in the past, like, year-ish that I can really recommend to people. Vinland Saga is amazing. And Demon Slayer, with the animation and, like, the life lessons they teach, is also really good. Like, I've been genuinely enjoying those two. Yeah, I've even rewatched them once. Bakuno's really good. What do I prefer, anime or manga? Generally I prefer the anime, but it depends on how good the art is in the manga. Like, for example, Berserk, there's no question manga. But JoJo, the animes are adapted so well, even though the manga is beautiful. I think that I can read and watch them both equally. Thoughts on poutine? I've always wanted to try poutine. I have a French-Canadian friend who won't stop talking about how amazing it is. Disaster, you gotta send me some poutine stat in, like, AC-130 care package. Okay? Another thing, and I know it's kind of weird, but honestly, one of my favorite, like, animes of all time as a storytelling example is Attack on Titan. Say what you want about Attack on Titan's popularity or how long it took to make a second season, its storytelling is so strong. Like, if I ever had to show someone an example of good storytelling, I'd tell them to watch a couple seasons of Attack on Titan. Because legit, the author knows what they're doing when they're telling that story. The art may not be the best in the manga, but boy, do they have an idea of how to tell a story, how to put all these moving pieces together, how to drip feed you things one by one. Like, as a person who's been in multiple writing classes, god damn, that series knows what it's doing. Any recommendations for meme formats? I don't have any. It's all up to you. I'm not a big memer person. God, now I want pizza. I want pizza so bad. I think I'm going to end the stream here and get pizza. So thank you guys for watching this announcement stream. It's been wonderful with this journey to 10,000 subscribers. I may stream on YouTube a bit more because a lot of people seem to enjoy it. I may use the Andromeda avatar a bit more once I can, you know, get the things I want to. Anyways, thank you for watching and showing up to the stream. I will catch you guys next time. Thanks to all the first-time members ever of this channel. There's 3 of them. I don't know how to see them from the screen, but just know it's awesome to have you. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Right now.